Hello and welcome back. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, let's see, today's Tuesday morning and December 1st, okay? This is it. Oh my goodness, 2020 gone so fast this year, so I love to do-over for 2020. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. So this morning, we are going to do something completely different, okay? We are going to do our manual. So we are going to use St. Anthony's, the Millwright coffee grinder. Okay, so that we are going to use that. And also, one of my favorite, the manual espresso machine. We are going to use Flair as well. So we are going to use Flair and hand grinder, and then see what kind of shot we're gonna get. Okay, so it's gonna be interesting contrast between pretty much semi-automatic machine and niche grinder. I mean, I'm somewhat spoiled in a way, but I mean, for some of you out there looking for, getting into like manual espresso machine, make sure watch this video, okay? I think it might be fun, okay? It might be fun for like, if you're looking for holiday gifts, definitely, make sure check it out as well. Okay, so by the way, so this is Flair Neo. So Flair Neo, very, very basic model, and pretty much it, okay? I mean, there are pretty much two big pieces. So lock it in, put the water cap right there, and the portafilter, and you are going to make some decent espresso. And then the Flair Neo, so this is Neo model, so it comes with the pressurized baskets. Something like this. Pressure basket, and also I think you can add on the non-pressurized baskets. So this is non-pressurized basket. So it's kind of like similar to any other espresso machines out there, even Barista Express, same thing. You got the pressurized baskets and non-pressurized baskets. If you don't want to deal with like grinder settings, and just go with the non-pressurized basket. But if you're looking for something better, quality shot, spend extra 15 or 20 bucks, get the add-on for pressurized, non-pressurized basket portafilter. Definitely worth the money. Okay, so again, the Flair is, everything is all manual, so there is no thermal block, nothing like that. So you have to manage the heat. If you want to have a decent espresso, so here's what I do. Okay, let me show you. Okay. I mean, you could do at home as well, but I got my pot there so that's water chamber, because you want to be hot as possible with your water, okay? So now the water chamber is nice and hot, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat up my water kettle. It's been pretty hot too, so what I'm gonna, we don't have to do this, but I like to heat up the portafilter too, okay? So what I'm going to put some water, hot water here, and then just simply pour some water on the top, and then we are going to prepare the puck. If you haven't used a manual espresso machine, I mean, they're really fun to use, and also, sometimes you get a really fantastic shots. And what I like to use that espresso base for my long black coffee or Americano instead of straight up, and I think I get a better result with it. Okay, okay. So meantime, let's grind some beans. So this morning I'm gonna be using 14 gram. Okay, so I'm gonna be using 14 gram of. I think I still have some Good Brothers coffee left, so let's use that. Okay, water is boiling. Hold on. I need to manage all the heat here. Okay, put on the low heat there. Let's see. There we go. If you're gonna do it right, I mean, again, you have to heat up all your components for Flair. Okay. I'm gonna be measuring out 14 gram. So I've been using this Millwright grinder for the last 3 days, and you know what? It's not too bad so far. I really like it. Okay, I got 13.2. There we go, 14 point, exactly 14 grams. Okay. All right, so let's do it. Oh. So I'm gonna be using 14 gram here. The grinder setting, I went with actually number 2 on this one. I think number 2 or number 1. So this is only 14 grams, so I bet you it's gonna be takes about 30 seconds maybe. You know what? Let's time this again, because yesterday I did 17 grams for around 40 seconds. So let's find out how long it's gonna take this time. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm into 15 seconds. $25, $30. Okay, so 30, maybe like 34, yeah, about 35 seconds. Yeah, about 35 seconds. It's not too bad. Obviously, you don't want to do like 18 gram, okay? Because first of all, this portafilter is not gonna fit 18 gram. So usually, I get a really good result with around 14 gram. Okay, so let's put everything together.
Will you eventually upgrade the Flair with the pressure gauge and non-pressurized basket? Or do you find your Neo good just as it is?
Okay, so by the way, I think you might missed it. So I'm using the non-pressurized basket on Neo. So it's kind of like become like Flair classic model. So I have the body of the Neo, but yeah. Comes to pressure gauge, I'm not sure. Because I mean, again, it's nice to know what the feel like, what 9 bar feels like, but at the same time, because I usually time my shot and wait it, so I don't feel like it's not necessary to do that. Okay, so from here, so portafilter is hot, and I'm just gonna wipe it clean. Hopefully I can show you guys better. Okay, and then put the beans in. Once you buy the Flair, they give you all the tools you need. So I'm just gonna pop all the beans in there, pop it in, like so. And then this cup become your temper. I'm just gonna distribute nice and even. The fact is, if I want to, I can put a couple more grams as well. So, okay. And then don't forget the screen. So now we are ready to go. Okay, but meantime, I'm going to heat up my water, even hotter as well. Okay. So now my water chamber is nice and hot, okay? Here we go. It's really hot here. Pop it in like so. Like that. Got my scale ready. So I'm going to be timing when first drop hits. So, okay. Hopefully, I guess. Okay, I'll get my little kettle going. All right. So I'm going to be doing what, 14 gram in and 28 gram out. So here we go. I'm going to put the water to the top there. Hold on a second. I'm going to close it. Get my scale ready. Okay, here we go. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm just going to give you a little pre-infusion there. And then give you a good pressure. I'm looking at 28 gram. About 20 seconds. I got 30 gram there. It's not too bad. Okay. So you're gonna get a pretty decent shot of it. Okay, the problem with Neo with this basket, they're known to like some kind of spillage to the sides, on the side area. So that's kind of like a known issue, but comes to making coffee, it's not too bad. You know what, let's try the espresso first. Let's find out what's the taste like here. There you go, cheers. Okay, it's not the best, okay? It's not the best shot because I feel like my grinder setting is not fine enough, okay? I think I felt like my extraction was too fast. Let's give it one more. Let's give it one more try there. Hold on a second. So what I'm gonna do, so this is like good for like Americano though, okay? So I'm gonna use my Camelback cup. I'm gonna make myself Americano. Okay. Okay, so this is good for my coffee for later this morning. Let's try this. Okay, if you're looking for good black coffee, this is really good. But I want to dial it in just right for my Flair. So let's give it one more time. So this time I'm going to bump it. So I was using 14 grams, so now I'm going to use I'm going to go up to 16. So I think I have room for that as well. So let's go up to 16 gram. And then I'm going to go, let's see. So right now I'm at the finest setting on my Millwright coffee grinder. So only way to slow down my shot is the dosing amount. Okay, so one bad thing for Flair is cleanup. So make sure, be careful, take the portafilter out as well. It's gonna be a little hot. Okay, like so. Meantime, I'm gonna put let's see, get the filter out. Again, entire work process, it's not like we're accustomed to, like Barista Express. So you have to do some little bit of work to get good coffee. But if you don't have an espresso machine at home, I mean, so this is not a bad idea as well, okay? I'm just gonna clean up my portafilter. Look, here we go. Again, it can be, as you can see, this is not, it can be fun, okay? Some people might really enjoy this kind of process. But if you're in a hurry in the morning, so this is not the machine if you don't have a lot of time in the morning, okay? This is maybe good for going on camping or...
Will says you're changing 2 variables at once.
The Will asked me, actually I'm not. I'm only changing one variable. I'm changing the dosing amounts. My grinder setting is at same. That's I set a finest setting right now. So so that's not changed. Okay, I'm just gonna dunk it into hot water in my hot water pot there. So let's prepare, this time I'm gonna do 16. The 14 gram wasn't enough, so let's do 16 gram. One more time. Let me know in the comment section if this is something you guys might like to use at home or camping. Let me know, because I'd love to hear from you guys. If this looks like fun to you. Okay, so let's go 16. Okay. Okay. Put everything back in. Okay, imagine if you don't, okay, having a niche grinder or any kind of electric grinder is so much easier. But if you don't have any, so this is not a bad, this is also a good option as well. So we're gonna do 16 gram. Okay, almost there. Okay. Oh, not yet. A couple more. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's it.
Jake says, I always love the idea of a manual espresso machine, but seems like a lot of room for human error. So
Jake mentioned about this is a lot of fun to use. Again, everything has to be right. Okay, let's put it that way. Because the water temperature has to be right on the water chamber as well. That's nice and hot. I'm just gonna make sure, finish boiling hot water. Just make sure everything needs to be hot. Okay, so if you don't have hot water, let's say if you're camping, the fact is, it is very difficult to heat up your water chamber. Okay, you don't have the luxury, so you are going to make good black coffee. But if you want a really good espresso outdoor, man, I don't know what to tell you. It's gonna be a lot more difficult. Okay, so now we have the 16 gram here. Let's put everything back together again. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Comes the grind quality on Millwright is fantastic. Can't complain. And overall, with the Flair, it's also really fun to use. Okay. So I do have some more room too. So I wonder I can even packed in another gram or so. So right now I'm at 16, but we'll see.
Will says if you have a spare lunar scale, he'll take it.
Okay, so let's do this. Water is nice and hot. Water chamber is really hot as well. Okay. Water is ready. Okay. So this number 2 shot here. Let's find out what we're gonna get here. Put the water to the water line. Just lock it in. I'm gonna use another cup. So I got 16 gram in, so I'm looking for 32 gram out. So first I'm going to just give it a little bit of pressure here. Kind of like pre-infusion process. Okay. If I see the drops, I'm just going to give it a good push. So a lot better this time. think we have the sweet spot here, guys. I think we got it. I'm into 23. Perfect. I got just under 30 seconds at 35 grams. Okay, hopefully you guys can see it. It looks really good this time, okay? Looks fantastic. So I think, so upping the dosing amounts kind of like help extract better, and then it's gonna be much better shot than last time. Okay, so let's try. Cheers. This is it. Okay, this is good. I like the water to be even hotter, but I think at this point, unless we're gonna put a lot of work to it, this is somewhat good as get. I can definitely drink this. This is fantastic. Sweet, sweetness from, definitely from honey, very cinnamony. I mean, just, I can taste all the tasting note from the grower. So this is good.
So David said, you asked if any, what they think about
Yeah.
in the manual. David says it only requires hot water, which can be done with any heat source. I prefer the manual over electric any day, except when time is critical.
Yep. And Dave mentioned about, manual is a lot more enjoyable, but this is too much work, okay, personally. I think this is a lot of work, but if I have time, so this is really good way to understand how to make good espresso, which means pressure. You are going to actually feel it, okay? You are going to feel it. And also, it's nice to have, like, you can time it. You can wait as well, wait your shot. So that's why another thing is I wasn't too worried about having the pressure gauge on the Flair, because you can actually buy the Flair, the pressure gauge separately. But since I'm based on the time and weight, and I can kind of like feel it, what the 9 bar feels like. So, I mean, it's really good. I mean, if you understand if you want to make good espresso, start with a manual. I mean, that's kind of like a good way to learn, okay? And then if you want to move up to like Barista Express, I mean, that's also good step as well. So ideally, okay, if you guys love coffee, maybe start with a mocha pot, like AeroPress or French press. Maybe move up to like Flair. But meantime, you need to get a good hand grinder. Again, the Millwright hand grinder from San Antonio Industry. They're fantastic. I know this one does an amazing job, French press and pour over. But comes to espresso, like what I did, you have to play with the dosing amounts, get the really nice shot quality. That's the only complaint I have with Millwright. Because again, it's really hard to make the grinder, I mean, both worlds. Like Niche does fantastic job with espresso up to like French press. You have the wide range. And the Bravo Barista Express, the built-in grinder, this is only good for espresso. That's it. So I know this hand grinder trying to accommodate the wide range of the coffee users out there. But again, that's really a tall order. This is only $150. Okay, it sounds like a lot of money, but $150 for high-end hand grinder is right there, okay? It's not the most expensive, but it's not cheapest, it's right on the sweet spot. But overall, my experience with the manual process is very enjoyable, okay, when you have time. But if you don't have time in the morning, just save your manual process, the manual machine, maybe on weekends or your camping trip. Let's see, we got some questions this morning.
No.
Okay, so by the way, so this is the outdoor coffee mug from Camelback. Man, it stays hot all day long. So I'm gonna put their link down below as well. Make sure to check it out too. And let's see what else. So next couple days. So tomorrow morning, I don't know what I'm gonna make tomorrow. I think I'm kind of like running out of topic here, but I got some couple unboxing coming up this week, so make sure watch out for that as well. And we're gonna figure something out tomorrow morning.
We have a couple questions.
We got some questions.
Elvis asked, which one do you think brews better espresso, Breville, Barista, or Flair?
Someone Elvis asked me which one brew better, Flair or Bravo. You know what? Barista Express makes, I'm telling you, if it is dialed in just right, this is as good as, $2,000 coffee machine, okay? As long as you dialed in right. So, I mean, comes to brewing process, my personal opinion, Barista makes better espresso than Flair. Just because the Barista Express manage the heat for you. Has built-in PID, so you are going to always get the consistent hot water, the heat source. Compared to Flair, you have to manage that manually, entire process. But I think that's the whole fun of using Flair too. You're hands-on, okay? Everything is hands-on. It's so much fun, so much fun. Okay. So another question.
LL Cool Ray, what coffee do we drink in whose hometown or city?
So LL Cool Ray asked me what kind of coffee I drink.
In Tucson.
In Tucson, Tucson isn't a coffee town. We only have a handful of good coffee shop in Tucson. So they're also roasters as well. So I think people usually drink the more like medium to dark roast, like beans from Colombia, South America origin there. So I mean that's what I've seen so far. So personally, I like to drink the like fruity, like Ethiopia or Costa Rica region area. But yeah, the Tucson is not a good coffee scene.
Frank asks, I was thinking of purchasing the Breville Pro. Do you think it's worth it?
The Frank asked me, Frank has Barista Express? Frank, if you have Barista Express, moving up to Pro is personally, it's not a good option, okay? Use that money to get a really nice grinder. Definitely. Yeah, because Barista Express versus the Pro is not a big jump. They're pretty much identical machine with better grinder. Not even better grinder setting. That's pretty much it. And you're gonna get a better steam action. That's about it. But I don't think it's not a big change for a big upgrade. Let's put it that way.
Mike from San Diego says he loves his Flair Pro 2 with his Lido ET hand grinder.
Okay, so is that Diego from San Diego or?
No, Mike.
Oh, Mike from San Diego. Mike from San Diego, he has the Flair Pro with Leo hand grinder. So yeah, you have a lot of different options, but it's ultimately is managing your heat, okay? If you got the heat management process down, you're gonna have really fun time with this, okay? Really have fun with, because I got my, kind of rudimentary setup right here. I got the water pot with, trying to heat up my water chamber. But yeah, I know someone has a lot of different gadgets for that. But yeah, once you have the system down, it's pretty fast too.
Dane asks, how many bags of coffee do you keep in stock and do you freeze beans?
Dane asked me, what is my method for storing my beans? I usually store underneath my pantry, and then I do not freeze my beans. I know someone do, but I go through beans pretty quickly, so I have no need for it.
Frank asks, have you had Puerto Rican coffee beans yet? There are many options.
Let's see. Frank asked me, have you tried Puerto Rico? Yes, I've been trying a couple of Puerto Rico beans from a couple of my viewers already sent me a few. So, very enjoyable, very robust. Let's put it that way.
And LL Cool Ray asks, have you ever tried to make Turkish coffee?
LL Cool Ray asked me, have you tried to make Turkish coffee? I have not. Okay, but I know niche grinder actually grinds very, very fine. So some point I'm gonna make that video as well. It'd be fun to do. Let's see who else. Let's say I see George. I see George name pop up. George, I saw your Instagram message, so let me get back to you soon about your issue with your infuser. Let's see. That's it?
Yes.
I think we are good for now. Okay. Again, thank you so much for watching. By the way, so overall experience with the Flair, again, with the manual process, manual hand grinder, manual espresso machine, if you don't have anything at home, this is really good way to start your kind of like the coffee hobby. I mean, if that's something you guys like to do. So this is a good way to kind of introduce yourself to coffee. And then maybe you can move up to Barista Express and then move on to, something nicer. But if this thing is too much, okay, just go with something like Barista Express. Barista Express is really good entry machine to kind of learn how to make good coffee at home. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video and make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, and see you guys tomorrow morning.